Oh, what is the upsies, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXWrestleCast. We're on episode 193 of my wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I give out my 3 stars of the week, awarding my 3 favorite matches that I witnessed with my eyeballs. And when there is a pay-per-view, I'll be doing a separate episode reviewing whatever pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you got. But I think we're in the clear right now, so let's dive into the Monday Night Raw. Oh, buddy, this was the magical one. It's in Brussels. We're doing the European tour, continuing. I think it started last week, but regardless, Brussels, Belgium, and oh, buddy, John Cena's here. But first, we get an awesome video package about the John Cena betrayal on Cody, which I was there for, live, not a big deal. Then the man arrives. It is John Cena. Insanely loud. I mean, crazy loud. Cena sucks chants throughout the arena. And then we get a little, also very loud, dueling Let's Go Cena. Cena sucks chants, while Cena is just standing there, just soaking it all in. That's all he had to do. He just got to stand there. He doesn't even have to say anything. Could have left if he wanted to, but Cena says he's been the victim of an abusive relationship for 25 years. He's talking about us, the Fanes and stuff. But no more, says John. Cena says everyone hates him because he won all the time. I'm not going to lie, that's why I stopped, because I was not a fan of Cena. Probably around 2006. That's where I dropped off really hard and fast with Cena. I preferred Batista, the Cena thing. I was already like, oh man, they're pushing him too hard. Similar to how Roman got coughed up. Like, he was just like, here, it's Roman, everyone. And that's kind of how I felt with John Cena. I loved him when he first won. Like, that run as U.S. champion, beating fucking Big Show at WrestleMania, fighting Carlito and Jesus. Like, do you remember that shit? Incredible. And then when the rivalry against JBL, that was legit. I still vividly remember the I Quit match where fucking John is just drenched in blood, head to toe, and he rips off the freaking big exhaust pipe off of a truck, and he's about to bash in JBL's freaking brains, and JBL's like, I'll quit. Incredible. I love John Cena at that point, but right, especially the Marine thing, that's where I was just like, I fucking can't stand this guy, fuck him. But me as an ignorant child, I didn't know about the great things that John did outside of wrestling. The Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff, that really brought me back to John just on a human level. I was like, man, I don't care about what he did in wrestling, but that dude's doing amazing things. So, alright, so we have the Cena sucks going on. Dude saying he's been a victim. No more. Alright, so Cena says, I've said all this, I'm trying to find my spot. While Cena says it was never enough, the fans always asking for more from John Cena. I mean, I was asking for a lot less, John Cena. But anyway, John calls the Cena haters and supporters pathetic. Oh. That's mean. John singles out a little kid, calling him and everyone else a toxic relationship, and John is breaking up with us. And oh man, that little kid, they pan over to him. He's got, like, you could tell he's just about to cry. Like, fantastic. Oh, all right. Cody Rhodes, he's heard enough. He comes out, the crowd absolutely explodes, singing and chanting Cody's name, singing the song, and John just absolute pure disgust on his face. Just can't stand this happening right now. Cody asks John who the hell he is. Cody will bury this little bitch version of John Cena at WrestleMania. Mic drop for Cody Rhodes right there. Damn right. And he just walks out. Done. Thumbs up. John also drops the mic, but definitely wasn't as cool as Cody's. But earlier, John was playing with the mic. Like, me and my wife thought, like, he's just going to come in there, he's going to stand, he's going to get booed, and he's going to drop the mic and he's going to leave. He teased that, like, 2 or 3 times, but he ended up having a fantastic monologue, whatever that was, big old rant, and that was awesome, dude. Fucking Cena, like, you could tell, like, he's always been in a ridiculously good promo, but now with that extra, that Hollywood in him now, oh, buddy, he's better than ever, friggin', and he can just come in, like, you know, when's the last time he cut a fucking promo like that? I mean, he's we haven't seen a heel promo from Cena like that ever. So that was awesome. Incredible crowd work from John and Cody. An outstanding opening segment right there. That was fucking awesome. Double thumbs up. We got Michael Cole as well. He had his heart snatched by John Cena, and Michael is very, very, very upset on commentary. We move now to a no-holds-barred match. It is Ludwig Kaiser versus Penta. My goodness, this is escalated quickly. Kaiser with a Death Valley driver onto the announce table. Penta backdrops Kaiser into that table. Kaiser hits Penta with a steel chair. It's all legal. Penta gets a hold of the chair. Kaiser begs. He's like, please don't hit me. Please. Penta gets his revenge. Big time. He nails Kaiser multiple times with the chair. Hits a destroyer and the Penta driver onto the chair. My goodness. Gets another win right there. Hell yeah. That's Penta. Great performance. Just loving it from the crowd. Like he was looking around. He's like, man, this is friggin' awesome. He came into WWE at a great time. European tour, WrestleMania, right around the corner. So yeah, he's like, man, this is, and he's loving it. So that's cool. Kaiser also really impressive in the ring. 7.5 out of 10. Really good. And Penta says he is coming after the Intercontinental Championship. Absolutely right. Can't wait for that. Finn Balor in a lovely mood, being nice to Liv and Raquel. What is going on? Dom arrives, suggests adding, yet again, he wants a new member, but this time he's suggesting Penta get added to the group. He's the hottest thing right now, why not? This sets Finn off and puts him in a real bad mood. Finn is pissed. We move now to Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile with American Made. Dakota, all business, puts a whooping on Ivy, nails the GTK for an impressively dominating win. Not much to say outside of that. It was very short, kind of caught me off guard how fast it was, but looks like Dakota going to be eyeing to get back into the women's Intercontinental shot, but she's already had so many chances. But an impressive win. We got Io Sky and Bianca Belair contract signing. Oh boy. Io says no disrespect because Io is still the champ. She's the champ. Oh my goodness. Crowd explodes for Io with "You deserve a chance," and absolutely right. Beyond deserving of this. Thumbs up for that. Both ladies sign, and then out comes Rhea Ripley. Oh dear. Rhea paying back the favor to Bianca and just showing up to watch. Things get real. Io gets shoved and disrespected again. I was like, how could you? They're smacking Io in the face. She goes down. I'm like, oh my, she looks so out of place and just bad in that moment. Like, could she, like, really? You doing that? Anyway, Rio power bombs Io onto Bianca, onto that table. I don't think it broke, but ridiculous. Mommy also signs the contract and she runs off with it like a child. Adam Pearce absolutely losing it. He's like, oh my, just poor Adam. Legit, Io better win this match now because that disrespect, if she just walks into WrestleMania after getting her face shoved, getting pushed aside like that, like she doesn't even exist, and if she loses that match and doesn't, even if she has a good performance, I think now she has to win this. Like, she's going to get buried and just really get pushed down the roster, which is beyond undeserving. Io deserves and should be a world champion. I know she can't cut a promo on the level of Rhea Ripley and stuff, but her in-ring performances just speak for themselves time and time again, and she can hold her own, like, in a segment. Like, she's not useless, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, I am, like, cheering for Io strictly because of how bad they've made her look as champion so far, and it's just not been good. I don't like that, but an interesting segment for sure. We're definitely pushing for this triple threat thing here, and we'll catch up with that in a moment. But now it is Jey Uso versus Austin Theory with Grayson Waller. Jay's electric entrance, Brussels sent into a frenzy. It is just crazy in there. Gunther's arrival throws off Jay, but only for a moment. Jay beats Theory in no time. It's over. Jay's dive didn't go well. He goes for a dive, and he just doesn't get it, man. He just doesn't go good. He hits the apron. He comes back in. He's like, oh, my B, I messed up. It's very cute. Anyway, Gunther's sneak attack locks in a sleeper hold. Jay escapes, steals Gunther's belt, And then he gives it back after a little celebration, but he's like, that's not mine. So I'll win it at Mania. We'll see about that. Okay, back with Ripley and Pierce. Pierce is screaming at Ripley like she's a child, the child that she is right now. Bianca and Io arrive. The brawling begins. And again, poor Adam dealing with this mess, but Ripley pushing the fact like, hey, my name's on this contract. It's official. So, yeah, looks like the triple threat, like I said. If Io loses at WrestleMania, that is the ultimate disrespect to Io and would probably go down as one of the worst women's title runs ever, and nothing Io could do about it. Just horrendous booking for her. We move on. It is the Creeds, Julius and Brutus, versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Rey flipped backwards and caught by Julius. Very impressive stuff right there. Dragon, fancy dive, crowd going banana. Rey 619, he drops the dime for a quick LWO win. Oh, heck yeah. Dang, I wish that was a longer match, though. I was a little bit disappointed that wasn't... it definitely could have... If you went 5 more minutes, it would have been easy banger. These two have chemistry for sure, and I would like some more. But we got the mystery masked men arriving, attacking LWO. Who could that mystery man be? Or not the men, the masked man, excuse me, but who could that be? It's obviously Chad Gable. Some people think it's Kurt Angle, but just, no, it's not. I'm sorry. I want it to be too, but it's Chad. Seth Rollins cutting a promo. Rollins not happy with the Chamber results. Obviously, he didn't win. Seth wanted to end Punk's career. Seth suggesting going to SmackDown to clean up the Reigns CM Punk mess. Seth makes the people sing, and he's gone. Alrighty then. Main event time. Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker defending against Finn Balor. Dom and Carlito arriving to support Finn and distract Breaker, of course. Braun leaping clotheslines Finn over the announce table. Pretty sweet. And the military press slam connects. Finn kicks out. Dom accidentally knocking Finn off the ropes. Oh dear. Break and Steiner and a spear. Breaker retains. Oh yeah, I love that Break and Steiner. So sweet. JD attacks Braun after the match. Penta arrives for the save. He grabs the Intercontinental title. Braun and Penta have a stare-off, and ooh, baby. Penta versus Breaker at WrestleMania? That sounds like a good time right there. Other than that, fairly standard match with the shenanigans, but electric crowd, gets some brownie points for sure, made it a good time. 7 out of 10. And that is the end of the show. Wild atmosphere in Brussels. An incredible crowd, obviously. Opening segment with John Cena and Cody was awesome. Kind of happy over, like, I would have been happy either way if he just dropped the mic and left, because that reaction was insane. But I'm happy John just unleashed on the crowd. That was great. Especially that little kid just singling out that child was just beautiful, beautiful. Not a fan though of how they have been making Io look in this run up here to WrestleMania, to this triple threat. Like, they got some time to recoup her. Like, she can just start dominating. You know, whoop Rhea's ass one week, whoop fucking Bianca's ass one week, and then, you know, establish herself again as you know, deserving to be here, which she does, but they're not making her look like it. They're making it look like she's gonna get squashed. She's just a person being, she's just a body in the ring at this point, and I don't like that, so not cool. Some matches here were really, really rushed, like that tag team match, LWO versus Creeds, easily, you know, should have went longer than that. It would have been an awesome match. No Holds Barred was good, not great, but good. Penta versus Breaker, I'm thinking, yeah, that looks like what they're going for WrestleMania, and yeah, dude, Penta's been on a heater since arriving. Give him that big WrestleMania moment, you know, just do it. You know, I know Penta's not the age of Sting, but I always get worried, you know, do what you want to do with them. You know, I'm thinking about that with Edge and Christian right now. Like, they haven't done that yet. They're getting there, but there's been a lot of time. And what if Edge got hurt? What if something happened? We didn't get it. Like, we didn't get Sting versus The Undertaker in WWE because they didn't do it. They had 2 years, and they're like, let's do Sting versus Triple H, and then Sting versus Seth Rollins. Oh, his WWE career's over. Oh well. 7.5 out of 10 for Monday Night Raw. Awesome. I love this European tour. It is the best. And now we will head to NXT. We got a Women's United States Championship match. Chelsea Green taking a visit to NXT with her Secret Hervis, of course. Also, they're calling it the Green Regime as well. Both great. Defending against Sol Ruca with Zarya. Hey, Sol Ruca getting a big shot right here. Distraction, though, by the Hervis allows Green to attack Ruca's knee. Chelsea, Rough Rider, woo. Ruca hits a badass cartwheel DDT. The Hervis, putting Green's foot on the ropes, makes the save. Zarya attacks Alba. Ruca moonsault dive, takes out Piper. Ruca counters the Unprettier into a roll-up and gets a near fall. Green takes out Ruca's knee, nails the Unprettier to retain. A solid opening match right. Yeah, really strong effort from Ruca, fighting on one foot and dealing with the Secret Hervis, so really good performance out of her. She is definitely going to be a big champion, I feel like, in WWE. She's so talented, her moveset's so cool. That Soul Snatcher, maybe the coolest finisher in the business right now, at least in WWE. I won't say in the world, because there's a lot of finishers I don't see, but yeah, really impressive. But Chelsea Green on a roll. I love. She's just building this regime now. The Green Regime sounds like she's going to be adding more people to this cabinet, and I'm all in. We got Trick Willie grilling Javon backstage. Lexus shows up trying to make things better. Instead, he gets a smack from Javon. So, whoa, man. Trick is pissy. Javon is pissy. These two, they're going to clash. It's going to be wild. So stay the heck out of the way. Frickin' what's-your-face, Lexus, and your beard. The dual champion of NXT, Stephanie Vacour, cutting a promo. Steph chose NXT to be on the best women's division in the world and to make history, which she did. She did that. Vacour is looking for her first challenger. Cue Jordan Grace, who gets tackled into the barricade by Jada Parker calling her shot against Vacour. And that is a situation of you snooze, you lose. Jordan Grace, I apologize, but Parker just shoves her way through, and she beats you to it. So there you go. Vacour versus Parker sounds like a good fight to me. I don't think Parker's going to win. Vacour just got the championship, but they are kind of rushing things right now, so it wouldn't overly... it would shock me. I can't deny that, but Jada Parker should put up a good fight. We move on to Briggs and Amira, one of my favorite new tag teams on the NXT block, versus another one of my faves. It's Hank and Tank, baby. Hank, hot tag, beating down Briggs, going out. He shoves Inamura into the table and the barricade. He's just a man on fire. Hank and Tank, nice combo. Hank hits a senton dive on Briggs. Josh, big lariat. Inamura, beautiful splash. And he picks up the huge win. I mean, that was awesome from Hank. Absolutely on fire right there with that hot tag. That was awesome from him. Briggs and Inamura, nice strong style tag team match right there. 7 out of 10. I would not mind these two going at it again. Well, I believe that was a number one contenders. Definitely has title implications, that's for sure. We move now to the mixed trios tag team match. It is Da Family, Rizzo, Stax, and Crucifino versus The Culling, Izzy Dame, Nico, and Jensen with Sean Spears, of course. Stax made the call for the Dawn to stay out of this match. I got this, Bass. Izzy, nice diving codebreaker. Things break down. Rizzo dive, wipes out The Culling. Nico with a gory special. Jensen smacking Stack's chest while he's just in that lock. Very cool stuff. Luca, wicked hot tag, just whooping some ace. Video of the 4 masked men attacking the Dawn backstage distracts the family. Oh no. Nico finishes off the family. Culling grabbed the victory. Luca, good work. Crowd getting behind the Legal Eagle. So hey, that's nice. I like him too. Impressive teamwork from the Cullen. Jensen, a lovely new haircut to way better. Looks so much better, bro. He's a little thin on top, and the long hair was not flattering of that. His new haircut, lovely job, lovely stuff. Izzy and Rizzo, enjoyable brawling throughout, and a solid trios tag team match. We got Fallon Henley backstage demanding a rematch for the North American Championship from Ava. Vakur tells Ava to give her the rematch, so Ava does that. Henley is pleased, and I am as well. That I really, really like Fallon Henley. In ring, she's fantastic. I think she can cut promo. She's got good character work. Hell yeah. So, going to be a good rematch. Doubtful Miss Henley will get it back, but I'll be rooting for both. They're both good. We got Carmen Petrovic with Ashante versus JC Jane with Fatal Influence. Ashante slides in a chair, but Carmen declines to use it. Jane capitalizes with a rolling forearm, drops Carmen for the win. Well, you know how I feel about that. I don't have any feelings about it. Actually, not true. I have negative feelings towards this. I don't like it. We move on. It's Ricky Saints versus Ridge Haaland. Haaland, ruthless attack, targeting Ricky's back. Ricky, nice tornado DDT, can't quite get all of the Rochambeau because of his back damage. Regardless, Ricky Saints wins his singles debut. Solid matchup. Ricky showing off the selling and resilience abilities. Backstage, the Culling cut off Ricky's interview. Saints not backing down. Izzy impressed by the confidence, and Spears and Ricky exchange some nose inhales. So there's no way that Ricky at this point is going to join the Culling. He definitely coming in as a babyface. It'd be a cool twist if he went in there. I could definitely see Ricky crushing that. A heel role for him. He's a great talker, smooth talker. I could see that going very well. But for now, to fight the Culling, get a chance at Sean Spears, could be good. We got the four masked men reveal their faces. I still do not know who they are, but they wanted to make a statement. They're sick and tired of waiting around for things to happen for them, and they all go back in to cause more chaos. A main event time. Oh no, it's the NXT Underground match. Trick Willie versus Eddie Thorpe. NXT roster surrounds the ring. I really don't know why. They don't really do anything. Regardless, Trick tossed out of the ring, hard fall on the floor. Like I said, the people don't do anything. They don't touch him. They move out of his way. They don't catch him. Nothing. Eddie slams Trick through the announce table. Trick tries to deadlift Eddie with one arm. He can't quite get there, so he just tosses Eddie out of the ring. So decent quick thinking there. Trick shot connects. Willie hammer fisting Eddie until the referee is forced to stop the match. Trick wins by TKO. And a pretty good adrenaline shot of a main event, you know. Not my favorite workers in the ring, you know, here going up against each other. But the underground thing helps a little bit, I guess. Could have been worse. Could have been a little better, but not bad. 7 out of 10. Trick calls out Oba to the ring. The champion arrives, but so do the masked men. Oh, yeah. Javon shows up swinging at Trick. Pure chaos. Bodies absolutely everywhere. Failing, all the security failing to do anything correctly. Javon hits Oba with a cutter. The masked men being called Dark State, apparently. That's their name. Their presence opened up the gates of hell to end the show. My goodness. They said they were going to cause chaos. They didn't do anything. They just showed up and, they're just like, oh, well, geez, I guess, there you go. Good job, everybody. All right, let's go home. And that's the end of the show. Solid NXT this week with solid wrestling. No real standouts on the card overall. Jada Parker stepping up to Vakur. Should make for a really good first opponent. Should be a hard-hitting fight. Plus Vakur giving Henley her rematch. That's going to make Steph a busy bee. She's going to be double defending. How long can she keep that up? Briggs and Amira could be up for a tag title shot versus Fraxium. I would love that. The Culling driving a wedge between the family. Pretty cool. Masked Group finally revealed as the Dark State. They're making their presence known again this week. Eddie Thorpe pushed aside again, so Trick can move on to Oba. Maybe add Javon in there for a triple threat because he hit Oba with a cutter. He's been beefing with Trick, so maybe he gets tossed in there as well. That could be fun. Add in some bouncy to that. Yeah, I think that would actually work nicely. 6 out of 10 for the NXT. Now we continue the European tour. We are in Bologna, Italy for SmackDown. And we kick it off with Randy Orton. Incredible reception from the crowd that lasts forever. I mean, well over 5 minutes, Randy's just taking it all in. Don't blame him. Randy is about to speak, and out comes Kevin Owens to interrupt. Kevin wants to move past Orton's betrayal. Kevin explains he saved Mello from the punt because no one wants to see that version of Randy again. And I talk about it all the time with the homie Moo at work. We were at the Elimination Chamber show together, and we go on about how wild the crowd was going for... We just wanted to see Randy kick someone in the head so bad, and that's insane, Kevin. Everyone wants to see Randy kicking people in the head again. How dare you? Kevin wants to become tag team champions with Randy Orton and make a run for the titles at WrestleMania. Wow. I would love that, but Randy declines. He wishes to punt Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. I'm not going to lie, like, I was all in for that tag team run, but I'll take a punt off or whatever the heck we're going for here. Fun opening. Kevin Owens all over the place right now. He's being evil to Sammy. He's trying to make friends with Randy Orton. What are you doing, Kevin? What are you doing? Well, it looks like going to get into a pretty nasty fight with Randy Orton right here. Fun way to open up the show. Crowd loving Randy Orton. We got Damian Priest and Jimmy Uso teaming up against Shinsuke Nakamura and Drew McIntyre. Priest whooping Shinsuke, crowd loving it, cheering for every single strike. South of Heaven, Jimmy and Priest grab the win. Very quick tag team matchup. Drew viciously smashing Damian's head on the mat, throwing some live rounds, punching Damian right in the face. Drew gets the last laugh for tonight as that rivalry continues onward. I mean, again, I was hoping for more for Drew McIntyre this WrestleMania, but a fight with Damian Priest, probably going to end up with one of those guys getting a title shot. All right. We get WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton and WrestleMania opponent Charlotte Flair chat in separate rooms, of course. Flair claims she's just going to walk through Tiffy at WrestleMania. Stratton calling out Flair for putting down anyone trying to rise above her and that the fans hate Charlotte Flair. Damn right. Damn right. Pretty good interaction here. I like Tiffy not backing down, calling out Flair on all her baloney, and Flair just doing her thing. I'm the best, I'm going to squash you, blah, blah, blah. We move on. U.S. title, number one contenders match. It's Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman. Oh my, that's a lot of meat. Fatu derails the Strowman Express, disappointing the crowd. Fatu impressive Samoan drop on Braun, showing off that strength. Express back on tracks. Braun wipes at Fatu, crowd loving that. Strowman power slam interrupted by Tama Tonga and Solo. Match gets disqualified, and Fatu ain't impressed. He is mad. Bloodline beating up Braun. Out comes United States Champion LA Knight, fighting the Bloodline. 1 versus 3, and he's actually doing all right. Braun assisting. Bloodline gets taken out, and Strowman versus Knight for the title. I don't know if that is the best mix right there. We'll see, but I don't know. Backstage, Fatu is losing his mind. He is throwing everything in sight, and Fatu gives Solo a warning. Like, dog, you mess up my match like that again, you cost me a title shot. So, cracks are forming. Is Fatu how much longer do we got to wait until Fatu breaks off and starts doing his own thing? Well, we'll see. We got Piper and Evan with Chelsea Green versus Selena Vega. Green tries to slap Selena, but fails twice, making Alba giggle. I believe that was during the commercial break. Green straight up misses the slap. She just misses, and then she slaps her again, but it was this really awful-looking slap, and Alba's just looking at her like, oh my god. Like, that's just ridiculous. Piper slamming and choking poor Selena with ease. Vega gets a modified octopus hold locked in. Selena, lovely satellite DDT, punches Chelsea, hits a 619 on Piper. Alba, causing a ruckus, allows Piper to squish Vega with a mean running splash for the win. Really solid giant versus cruiserweight match right there. I'm playing a lot of GM mode in WWE, so that's a good matchup. You get extra bonus points for that. Vega showing her toughness, dealing with green regime, whatever they're calling that. Shenanigans plus Piper, who is a beast. I'm still pushing for it. Selena is champion. What are we doing here? Intercontinental, she would be perfect. Any championship, honestly. I don't want her to beat, I think Chelsea Green's a great champ. I want her to stay champ, but Selena needs a title. Moving on, we got Liv Morgan with Raquel Rodriguez versus Jade Cargill. A massive thumbs up for the Liv Lisa picture in the crowd. You know, it's the Mona Lisa, but it's Liv Morgan. Fan-freaking-tastic. So good. Jade dominating Liv with her power. Morgan decides she's had enough and leaves. Cargill catches Liv, brings her back for a powerbomb. Jade, counters the Oblivion with a German suplex. Jade's spine buster and an F5 takes too long to make the pin, allowing Liv to kick out. Oh my god, I'm dying over here. Naomi appears, distracting Cargill. Liv's Oblivion blocked again. Naomi hits Jade with the tag belt. Oblivion connects, and Liv with the big win right there. You know, it would have been decent if Jade got the win right there. I mean, she looked good in her return, the shenaniganery and all that stuff. She's just slamming the shit out of Liv with the power moves. Pretty good. Bunch of fancy kip-ups as well. And, of course, Jade Cargill looking absolutely jacked, baby. Liv, great pair for the inexperienced Cargill. You know, she can handle it. She can take an awkward slam and be okay, get through it. But, yeah, good mix, 7 out of 10. Naomi beats the shit out of Jade after the bell. Big boos for the heel Naomi. And, wow, here we go. We're doing it, man. Naomi as a heel. She's doing it, and, yeah, pretty good so far. Drew is leaving for London. He walks into Seth Rollins wearing yet another outrageous outfit. He looks like a pillowcase. It's ridiculous. Seth with the audacity to laugh at Drew while wearing whatever the heck he is wearing. McIntyre is just speechless. He's just standing there like, I can't believe this guy. Unbelievable. Hilarious moment. New WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, debuting a more serious look and a new theme. Big You Deserve It chants from Bologna for the Profits, absolutely. Thumbs up for that. They said it's been 4 years since they've been champion. Like, holy crap. I knew it's been a while, but wow, 4 years, that seems insane. Profits, sweet moment ended by Legado, who has beef with the Champs. Number one contenders, Pretty Deadly, arrive, tell Legado to get out of here. Profits just want to fight, and the crowd approves, so we're getting a fight. Street Profits, Dawkins and Ford versus Berto and Garza with Escobar. Escobar pulls down the ropes, sending Dawkins crashing. Lost Garza, nice dual strike in the ropes, and then an awesome Garza special. Holy crap. That's like the gory special into the cutter. So freaking cool. Thumbs up. Ford has to save Dawkins. Garza double military press slam, countered by Ford's badass front flip counter. Crowd is losing it. He basically pulled an Osprey, did the front flip off the top rope, and he's just standing there like a badass. So freaking cool. Thumbs up. Dawkins running dive. Ford from the heavens, frog splash, and the Profits win. Wade Barrett called it a certified banger. And I agree. I will agree with that. Los Garza are freaking good, man. Showing off really cool tag team moves. Like, hell yeah. Ford with the amazing hot tag. Crowd white hot for this match. 8 out of 10. And I just caught this, but I believe Triple H is going into the 2025 Hall of Fame, which is, yeah, dude, obviously Triple H. Just kind of funny, you know, he just kind of started running the company and, I just happened to put myself in the Hall of Fame. But he is without a doubt worthy of the Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah. DIY tried to trick Pretty Deadly into giving them their tag team title shot. It's a no, boys, from the Pretty Deadly. Good to see Pretty Deadly starting to bloom into a legitimate contending team instead of just being the butt end of a joke, getting all the losses and so on and so forth. Should be a pretty deadly reception for these guys in London. That's where they're from, right? So, yeah. We got the OTC and Heyman's grand entrance. Roman invites Punk and Rollins to come out and speak with the Chief. Rollins arrives, tells Roman he messed up, not letting Seth finish off CM Punk. Heyman looking like a psychopath behind Roman. Like, he's got that smile that he's been doing lately. Threw me off, bro. Threw me off so bad I was dying. Punk has heard his name enough. He enters the chat. Punk reminds everyone he's owed a favor for saving Roman Reigns at War Games. Punk throws the first punch, unleashing hell in the ring. Punk points at the WrestleMania sign, says he is the best in the world. Seth says, hold my beer. Big dive wipes out Punk and a pile of security guards. Roman with the steel steps smashes Seth and Punk. Brawling continues as SmackDown comes to an end. Wow. Very interested, I will say, what this Heyman favor could get CM Punk. Like, is there a way for that favor to get him into a main event at WrestleMania? What is this favor? Heyman's all stressed out about it, so it's got to be pretty good. Rather, like, maybe he just steals the services of Heyman. I don't know, but I'm interested to see if there's a way that Punk is going to find his way into the main event this year, and how hard Seth is going to try to prevent that. Good show in Italy. Crowd was awesome, obviously. Solid wrestling throughout. Profits versus Garza, that was great. WrestleMania going Kevin Owens versus Orton. Sounds good to me, with plenty of time for this to get ugly. I mean, Kevin, at the moment, would love to team with Randy. He doesn't want to fight Randy, but I imagine Randy's gonna change Kevin's mind on that one. I honestly have low expectations for Braun Strowman versus LA Knight. I just don't think the mix is there, but they could prove me wrong. Naomi and Jade going at it. I'm liking it. Not much new with Damian Priest or Drew McIntyre or even Tiffy and Flair, just kind of moving along. Very interesting situation with Rollins, Punk, Roman, and Heyman. What's going to happen with all those guys at WrestleMania? Good SmackDown, 7 out of 10. Now let us head to the AEWs. We're starting off with Dynamite in Omaha, Nebraska. Starting off with the International Tournament Fatal 4-Way matchup here. I believe this is the finals. It's Orange Cassidy versus Mark Davis versus Mike Bailey versus Ricochet. That's damn. Davis brutally powerbombs Bailey on the apron and throwing some stiff chops. I don't know how Mike Bailey's back isn't freaking broken. That was nasty. Thumbs up. Ricochet takes a commentary break to deliver some trash talking. Bailey diving knee and lighting up Davis with kicks. Orange impressive deja vu. Rana tweaks his orange punch bicep. Oh dear. Orange hit with 2 shooting star presses. He kicks out of those. Davis insane powerbomb combo into a nasty pop-up pile driver. Holy crap. Davis on fire. Thumbs up. Bailey and Ricochet both make a pinfall on Davis, and the decision is made. Bailey and Ricochet win, and it'll be a triple threat. They will face Omega for the championship. Okay, odd finish for a banger of a matchup. Wow. Mark Davis, incredible out there. Hard-hitting powerhouse performance. Whoa. Really sucks that Davis didn't earn a title shot right there, and he's the one that gets pinned. He was outstanding. Constant action in there, no filler. Like, it was just a spot. Here comes another big spot, another one. It was awesome. Big bumps, stiff striking, 8.5 out of 10. That's a banger and a half. TBS Championship match up next. Mercedes Moné defending against the young Billy Starks. Billy swanton dive to the outside. That's a hard landing. Another swanton in the ring. Moné able to kick out. Moné sweet counter. Lung blower. That's painful stuff. Starks, speaking of painful, Starks Bama Slammas Moné into the corner. That looked brutal. Billy with the one-winged angel like move damn near kills Moné. Like, it almost looked like a glitch. Like, Moné just slammed herself down there, almost just caught her neck, man. It was very scary looking situation. I hope she's okay. That was scary. Billy crash and burns on the apron. Moné immediately locks in the bank statement, and Starks forced to tap out. Moné retains and holds on to Billy, doing more physical and emotional damage. Back-to-back bangers right there. Wow, Starks, great effort, taking some brutal bumps on that young bod. Moné also great with the young phenom. Definitely some chemistry right there. 8 out of 10. Backstage, MJF is roasting the roster. Max, like everyone, wants the reign of Moxley to end. MJF considering building a group of his own to do so. Why do that when you can just join the Hurt Syndicate, bro? You boom, that's it right there. You do Hurt Syndicate, they could take down the Death Riders. That would be, there you go. That works for me. Street fight time. AEW World Championship on the line. It is Jon Moxley defending against Adam Copeland. Why is this match in the middle of the show? Who cares? Copeland jumps Moxley from behind, starting the fight in the back of a truck filled with a whole bunch of dangerous stuff. Cope cracks Moxley in the knee with a guitar. Moxley shoved out of the back of the truck, and he takes a pretty nasty bump into a metal door. Just, oof. Fighting around ringside now, Moxley using a cool black kendo stick on Cope. Moxley plants Edge on the announce table with a DDT. Copeland getting revenge. He's clawing Moxley's back just like he did to him a couple of weeks ago or whatever, and he hits a superplex. Cope grabs Spike. Moxley with a cutter avoids Spike for now. Cope then smacks Moxley right in the tum-tum with the back with Spike. Just horrific, man. Like, this thing is filled with, it's like a stick with spikes. Horrific, and it's not over. Moxley is then suplexed onto Spike. Oh my goodness, that was horrific. Moxley is impaled by Spike, all these spikes driven into his back. It is just hanging in there. Moxley, incredible sell, man. He is just, I mean, I don't even know if how can you not sell it? That looks insanely painful. Yuta comes down trying to pull it out, and it ain't coming out, bro. Like, he's twisting the skin. It is disgusting, man. It is, oh my goodness, that is one of the gnarliest things I've ever seen in wrestling. A double thumbs up at minimum for that. Yuta arrives to take out the bat. Moxley's back is a bloody mess. Not as much blood as you would expect, but a lot of puncture wounds. Just, ugh. Claudio and Pac assaulting Copeland in the ring. FTR fight off Death Riders. Cash dives, nasty crash for him. Cope hits Moxley with a spear through the table, and Shafir is there to make the save. Willow then proceeds to destroy Shafir, thankfully. Copeland gets attacked by the Patriarchy now. Oh my goodness. Moxley chokes out Cope to retain yet again. Oh, holy macaroni, man. That was a lot of shenanigans. Lots and lots of cooks in the kitchen to make sure that belt stays on Moxley. Ugh. But Moxley put in the work right there. That was one of the most gruesome spots I have ever seen. One of the most nasty spots in AEW history for sure. Thank you, Moxley, for that. That was beyond too much, but Jesus, thumbs up for that. Pretty solid pacing. Lots of, traveling in the early stages from the backstage through the crowd, around the ring and stuff. Kind of, Death Riders interference, beyond annoying at this point. Like, everyone just freaking, the hatred towards Claudio and Yuta. It's just like, man, we're so annoyed with this freaking interference. Copeland, really good attempt. Put it out there, man. Like, he's taking big bumps. He's doing his thing. It was a good match. I hate the outcome. I hate the shenanigans. I don't like all the cooks in the kitchen, but damn, that was brutal. I got to give him a 7.5. Everyone consoling Edge, except for Dax. He leaves all pissy, so something's up his bum. Cope done with Moxley, I'm guessing, for now, and he's going to be moving on to the Patriarchy and dealing with that. So we'll see there. Swerve will now try to dethrone Moxley, so Swerve's up next. Chances are it's not looking good because Swerve's all by himself. Nana. He can't really do much about it. And it looks like Death Riders are fully, back together. Everyone's back. So good luck, Swerve. Doesn't look like a good chance, but I hope someone please end this. Bandito. He feels humiliated after Jericho attacked Bandito in front of his family, making his mom cry. Johnny TV doesn't care, wants to slam dunk Bandito's head in a match. All right, then. I haven't been seeing, this has been going, I think that was on the 0 hour or something, but this Bandito-Jericho rivalry, oh yeah, it's getting pretty friggin' real, man. We got Will Ospreay versus AR Fox up next. Cool dueling handstand counters and kip-ups. Fox and Ospreay, nice dives. Fox nails the low Meng Ping, but misses the 450. Hidden Blade connects, and Ospreay pins and wins. Ridiculous athleticism from both men. I mean, I don't think they were either of them were even sweating a little bit after this. Really good work from Fox, mixing really good with William. 7.5 out of 10, really good match. Hangman Adam Page announces he is entering the Owen. All right, cool, sweet. Monet, maxed out confidence. She's trash-talking Billy Starks. Mercedes is 16-0, defending the TBS Championship. Damn, son, that's a lot of wins. Main event time. It is Megan Bayne with Ford versus Chris Statlander with Tony on commentary. Tony with some hilarious, juicy, moist comments while she thinks they're on a commercial break. She's like, oh, thank goodness we're on commercial break. Excalibur's like, we're not on commercial. She's like, oh my God. Freaking hilarious. Statlander, lovely power bomb driver combo. Can't keep Bayne down. Statlander slammed into Tony by Bayne. Chris hit with 2 Phoenix Descents, which are F5s. Bayne, another impressive victory. Chris, at this point, giving Bayne her biggest challenge to date. Good hoss fight, 7 out of 10. Tony and Bayne brawl, crowd going nuts. Tony calls Megan a bitch and challenges Bayne to a title match at Dynasty. Oh yeah. All right, that's the end of the show and a banger of a Dynamite with a loaded up card. Every match was good or better. Like, hell yeah, very, very impressive work there. Opening was awesome. The street fight finish was very, 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 very lame, but the brutality was definitely there, so if you're not squeamish, check it out. Moxley remains champion. Hopefully Swerve can take him down. Or are we waiting for Darby Allin? Are we going to do MJF versus the Hurt Syndicate and then the Hurt Syndicate can take them down? I don't know. Like, I hope they're not waiting for Darby. Like, why would you want to give a guy that will leave your company to go climb a mountain the championship and run like be the guy? Like, I wouldn't put my chips in that guy right now. Copeland moving to Patriarchy, that should be good. There's a possibility Nick Wayne can get a big rub out of this if he turns on Christian, joins up with Cope or something. Maybe something's there. Maybe Cope turns heel and joins with Christian, then become tag team. One more run there. Who knows? There's a lot of options there for sure. Let's just hope they make the right choice. Bayne versus Tony, that's going to be interesting. Megan Bayne getting a mega push, man, and mega fast. Like, she's run through, like, all the big names already, squash matching everybody, and boom, she's already at the championship match. She's done the main event, so it's good. They got to do this one right. You can't put the championship on her right away. Tony just got it. I mean, you could for a shock value, but I don't know. I think with that match, there's going to have to be a shenanigan finish. Keep the belt on Tony, but she's probably going to get her ass kicked by Megan Bayne. Banger of a show, 8 out of 10. Let's go to Collision, and they're being weird this week. They're splitting the show into 2 halves, and you know what? The first half was so underwhelming that I don't think I'm going to be watching the second half of it. So let's do the first half of Slam Dunk Saturday Collision. So they're doing Sunday night as well. An hour each or something, I guess is after some sort of NBA thing. I don't know. We're starting with the TNT Championship. Danny Garcia defending against Adam Cole with no interference allowed. All right, I like that. Adam working on Danny's leg for a very long time. Garcia rallies with a bunch of twisting neck breakers. Cole hits the Panama Sunrise. Garcia lands perfectly so he can grab the ropes. Danny with a nice pile driver. Cole another Panama Sunrise, and Danny kicks out straight up. Garcia battles out of a figure 4, locks in a sharpshooter, but Cole escapes to the outside. Cole about to lower the boom, but time expires. Garcia retains. Garcia, doing his thing, taking a lot of abuse, doing his comeback, solid work. I mean, he's a good worker. It's just, I am so over this Garcia formula. Every match is the same thing. Gets his ass kicked. A limb gets targeted. Something gets targeted. He gets worked over for like 10 minutes. He rallies. He comes back, and whether he wins or he runs out of time. So I'm just really bored of the Garcia formula. It's the same thing. Same problem I have with FTR. Generally do the same formula every time. They're really good at it, but when you watch them week after week, it gets really, really boring. Cole, good effort, had the match won if he just had like 10 more seconds. Good match overall. I'm bored. It's so stale, the Garcia formula. We got Hook. He answers the Max Caster Open Challenge. Caster taps, Hook taps, Hook wins in a squash. What are we doing? Julia Hart versus Queen Aminata. Queen smashing Julia's head into the barricade. Queen with an air raid and the headbutt gets a near fall. Julia avoids the kick, rolls up Queen for the win. An okay quick match. Like, not much going on there. Queen looked pretty good, but trios match to finish it off. It's Briscoe, Romero, and Hobbs versus Cage, Archer, and Takeshita with Callis. Murder Machine's powerbomb chokeslam, Takeshita raging fire, and the Don Callis family win. A mediocre main event and a beyond mediocre hour block of wrestling. Like, just not it, man. Like, they were all pretty quick matches. Like, the opening was, again, it's a good match. It's just, I've seen that match a dozen times already. So, very, very mediocre. So mediocre, I ain't watching the fucking second half of this. And it's just not worth it. So I'm good. I don't watch it. It's not worth your time. So let's go now to the 3 stars of the week. Third star going to Moxley versus Cope in that street fight. Holy crap, the spikes. The ending sucked. Stupid Death Riders, the worst freaking storyline going in AEW. It is just sucking the life out of every show. Even though Dynamite was actually really good this week, that match was a part of why it was so good. Brutality, man. Like, that spike bump is going to go down as one of the nastiest I've ever seen. People talk about AEW going too far with this stuff. Like, I don't know, man. Like, have you seen, the backyard wrestling stuff? Like, I've seen, like, people have hit going after each other with weed whackers and stuff, man. Like, It's very brutal, yes, but I don't think they're going too far, honestly. That's on the wrestlers, man. They want to go that far, they go that far. Good enough for the 3rd star right there. 2nd star goes to Street Profits versus Los Garza on SmackDown in Bologna. Wow. Banger of a tag team match right there. Los Garza are legit. Very, very good team. Lots of good moves. They work good with all the tag teams in the division. Like, yeah, man. I don't know if they're ever going to be... they could be champions. I don't know, man. I don't know if they're ever going to make it there. It seems like almost everyone can get a tag title at some point. They're really good, man. I really do like them. I think, honestly, they need to ditch Escobar. He's kind of just not that good, man. I don't like Escobar. Get rid of him. Join Andrade. Go join Andrade. Do that. Try that one out. 2nd star. The 1st star goes to... Fatal 4-way match, Orange versus Rico versus Ricochet versus Davis versus Bailey on Dynamite opening match. Damn, son. Lots of talent in the ring. Mark Davis was a house of fire. He was incredible in that match. Beating the crap out of everybody. Big, powerful moves. Excellent. And everyone else mixing in very, very nicely. No wasted space. Banger of a match right there. Good enough for the 1st star, and that's the show, everybody. Thank you so much for listening / watching, however you're taking it in. Make sure, if you want to be even more awesome than you already are, make sure you're reviewing the podcast, share it around with a few thousand of your friends and enemies. Drop a little comment on the Spotify, they got the little comment section now. Drop a comment. You want a question answered live in the pod? Drop a question in there. I also upload all these episodes to the YouTube channel Gamer GX Videos. Go over there, subscribe, check it out. Drop a comment on one of the videos. Send in a question. Anything about wrestling, video games, or hockey is preferred. And in terms of what else we got going on, I did a episode on Mario Party 2 this week on the GamerCast, going retrospective on that game right there. So many good Mario Party times I had growing up. Ranking all the mini games, talking about the boards and memories that I had playing that game. Good times over there on the GamerCast. Go check that one out. Next week on the GamerCast, it could very well be the review of Yakuza 0. More than likely not going to be done with that game, but I'm putting about 40 hours into it now, and I just love this game. I want to talk about it. I just want to give it its flowers. It's so freaking awesome. I love Yakuza. So, rather that's coming this week or something else. We got the Hockey Cast. I'm definitely building up a Leaf block for the Hockey Cast. There's quite a bit of Leaf stuff I'll be talking about, so be on the lookout for that on the Hockey Cast. And yeah, there we go, everybody. Thank you again so much for listening. We'll be back again with some GX Bloodcast.